Holy crap, did I not have audio that entire time we were streaming? Oh my god. There was a Windows update recently, and I just now noticed that I don't think the audio was getting picked up at all on the stream. Alright. That's interesting. Well, I apologize for that. For those of you guys that were watching the previous coverage of First Trip to Earth, apparently I had no audio. Wow, okay. Alright. Just refueling stations here, so let's go take care of that. Hello, tanks, please. 200. We're not likely going to come back to this sector, I don't think. Yeah, not really. So, might as well fly over here and fill up with this fuel. Okay, fill our tanks. Another 200 fuel. All right. Where are we going anywhere else? Where do we want to go? I mean, we probably want to go everywhere. So just think about how we would do that. There's no reason to go here unless we just want to use the refueling post. We could go here, 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 and then the exit. All right. I can't imagine we're going to have more combat. That would be seemingly very unlikely. All right, let's go over here. Spineless technology. All right, what do we got? We got some insect crew. One of our berths is not being used. Why? We have somebody on weapons. Probably because we never saved your setup. So we were losing food there for no reason. My bad. Not the end of the world, though. It was only 3. Okay, we need to save that setting then. Okay. So, probably not likely I'll hire you, these guys, because they'll consume a lot of food. Although, they're both good at growing. I'll think about it. We don't have any damage, so it's just going to be down to modules. Okay. Let's select our own engine. So, yeah, this is a worse engine in every way except for fuel consumption, so not really worth it. These are the good shield batteries. And in my opinion, possibly better than, well, definitely better than this one. We're going to scrap that. We have a couple of these. One's more cheaper than the other. So I will go ahead and buy this. And we'll install it in here. A little bit more power draw, which may be a problem, but we get better shields out of it. So I kind of like that. Okay. Don't feel like we have enough power to run that ECM, even though it is tempting. And I don't want either of these things. So this is not a bad weapon system, this one here. That would be the same power as this. How much power do you draw? 5? Okay. How much power do you draw? 4. We could put that in place of this. I'll have to think about that. Okay. I think that's everything we'd want to do here. So outside of buying more crew or buying resources, don't really feel like... Wow, we lost a lot of metals repairing that one hole, huh? I'll go ahead and buy the metals. What the hell? And we'll sell some exotics. That's not a bad price. Okay. Let's jump to our next destination. Oh, there is a fleet here. Let's take a look at it. Make sure there's not a hostile. Looks like it's friendly. Okay. That's not saying that there won't be something if they've got good stealth. We technically have stealth detection, but not guaranteed. We've seen that multiple times. Really no... I guess we might as well go to the gas giant. It could be something other than Okay, what do you got? These are all DIY. So I never really see the point in buying stuff from this guy. Unless the dual cannons or something, but even then, I don't think it's really worth it. Go to the gas giant just in case it's something cool. Okay, atmospheric risk within acceptable range. Do we harvest the fuel even though there might be a risk? Sure. Okay, we got 94. Come on over here and try and fill up our tanks. And more. Okay, we're filled up. We have full nuke capacity, so I don't really feel like we should build any more nukes. Let's just go ahead and go to next sector here. So we're going to jump over here. I really hope we get significant upgrades, in particular our power systems. That's the thing we most need. Let's try and not fly into the asteroids here. Hey, Powder Keg. Ah, moving the front two weapons back to point defense slots. Of course, these will need upgrading. Yeah. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Strategy in the future. It might be a little late in the game to make that change, but yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. Invincibles shot. Non-combat sensor. Don't think that's better than what we have. I'm pretty sure it isn't. No, it isn't. The engine I'd have to do comparison. This is obviously consumes more fuel. Seems like it's worse in most ways, except for this evasion thing. So I don't think we really want to pick that up. This is a good warp drive, I believe. 28 seconds versus... Oh, actually, no, our warp drive's better. The main thing you get is hull points out of it, though. If that's a thing that we really want to care about. Monolith launcher. Oh, interesting. Okay. It is kind of slow firing. It will ignore shields. Deals mostly hull damage. It can be deflected, so this counts as like a normal cannon. That's a lot of resources to fire it, too. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be happening. Although an interesting weapon. I think it's the first time I've seen it. Okay, not really anything here that is jumping out at me. We might want to hire Death Blip here. Pretty good on guns. And not too much food consumption. Yeah. We'll hire you. Well, that reminds me. We do have some crew members to name. I think the new one will be... I don't know if I named anybody after you, Powder Keg. I'm going to say no, we didn't. Well, the crew member is going to be named after you, the new one. Yeah, looks like I spelled that right. And also, Orange. I will name somebody after you. Let's see at the crew. We probably have bridge officers that don't have names. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Looking good. Not really what I was looking for at that shop, but we've got a couple more places still to go, like, for example, this place. Okay, defense systems and repair. Alright, we got shields. They're all crap. This isn't bad point defense, but I don't think it's better than anything that we have. At least I'm pretty sure it isn't. Yeah, it's not. Shield batteries that are crap. No. Yeah, this is all crap. Fire extinguisher drone. I'll happily hire that. We need more drones. We had a lot of them die on us. So, I like having the little fire guys. Nobody's not doing a job. Oh, yeah, you. You're not any good at growing. We don't have any slots in here. You only have 5 food consumption. Is there anybody in here that is less than that? You're 11. You're 6. I guess I could stick you on the bridge temporarily, or we could just stick you on a weapon so you're ready to go. We honestly need somebody to be on a point defense gun. I'm going to put you on this one because this is kind of our weak side. Normally we put another point defense gun here. Okay. I will save that setting. And then I'll try and remember to save it when we get to combat as well. Alright. And we will be losing organics as we go. Prices of things here are just not really all that good. I will buy a little bit more metals. Still have a lot of money. And after this point, I don't know if this is going to really be able to get a lot more metals. Alright, let's go to polite drones here. Get even more drones, hopefully. Alright, nothing there. Another fire extinguisher drone, I'm happy with that. That is a crap. And I'll take a security drone. What is this? Heavy duty drone for industrial construction and repairs. Mod software allows unhindered destructive behavior. Almost fireproof. Oh, so it's more a repair bot, but it can serve the security purpose if you want it. We'll still hire it. I do... It's actually debatable on whether it should be on security or not. I think we'll keep it on security for now. Okay, refueling station. So there's only 2 more shops left, which is kind of bad because we didn't really get anything that we really wanted. I guess we should hit both of these things. Okay. Go ahead and investigate. Oh, pure luck. We discovered a hidden maintenance base. Yeah, just cannon fodder. That makes sense. Lack of public credentials and presence of munitions suggest it was most likely owned by pirates. We decided to loot the place. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and come on over here. Seemingly worthless, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, no value. That's fine. Go get refueled. Fill our tanks. Okay. Last jump. Oh, organics exchange, really? I'm gonna go there just on an off chance that there's something. Yeah, I didn't think so. I guess we could buy a little bit of organics. I mean, I don't know why I'm doing that, but we are losing organics because we have too many crew members, so I guess there's a point to it, but debatable. Gonna try and fly around the astro. Oh, we found an unknown object. Artificial. It's fuel pods, plus a couple of cargo containers. Okay. I'm not really interested in the mega laser, so that's gonna get scrapped. And then we've got a solitary bridge. Not interested in that either. So we have excess of that. Convert that to fuel. All right, we're coming into the more dangerous parts. I kind of want a replacement for this weapon system, and it looks like we just found it in the dual effector type red. I think these are pretty good weapon systems. They fire very frequently. It does the same level of damage to shields, not as much to the hull and everything, but when you consider that it fires twice as fast, more than that, in my opinion, it does more damage. So that would be, I think, the best choice for us. Well, let's see what else we got. BFG X9. A lot of shield damage, and it never deflects, but it doesn't do anything else. And we already have some weapon systems that deal decent damage to shields, so I don't think that's necessary. The tail laser, no thanks. This is alright because it never deflects and it's pretty fast firing, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. I think this is our best answer here. We also have other weapon systems in cargo. I honestly think we just scrap this. Because if we're hard pressed, we'll do the other systems here. Like if we lose a weapon system. Hopefully this isn't the wrong choice, but... How much power does this do? Oh, it's also less power, which is exactly what we need. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, just install that for a second. Bye. Place. Alrighty, I like that. And we look symmetrical somewhat. Not really up front, but in the sides. Alright, we don't need repairs. This is our last chance to get resources. We're kind of full up on synthetics. Let's sell some of those. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's not a whole lot else to do here. We could fill up on resources because we have a lot of money. And why not, right? Alright, let's go hit that refueling station, although we'll probably burn more fuel doing this than it's worth. Yeah, I'll burn fuel just like trying to get over here, so I don't know how smart that was. Alright. We're gonna scrap all this stuff and put it under storage. Explosives, yes. Fuel. We kind of... Organics, metals, synthetics. Metals. Synthetics. Synthetics are going to be over. Because this is 60. And we only have storage for another 40. From now on, unless things have changed, resources are generally not really an issue. Yeah, I agree with you. We don't really need this fuel tank. I'll scrap that for the metals, and then we'll hold this. Just, you know, what the hell. Okay. Random coincidences seem to support the fulfillment of your wishes more than what is usually considered normal. Whatever that means. Alright. So we had 1 battle, 10 modules found. Okay. There's no guarantee we can speak with Spidera, but we must take all chances to get there, blah, blah, blah. Again, this thing pops up. Alright. Oh, the level ups. Let's go ahead. Uh-oh. Well, it's an anomaly thing, but let's go ahead and load our combat settings real quick. So I know what we need. Okay, you are a bridge officer. You're going to continue to get that. Give us better evasion. You are a bridge officer. You are a bridge officer. Your shields. You're actually our best shield technician, I believe. You're going to continue to be weapons. You are shields. And shields. And you're maxed out. Actually, you're not our best. Dream Cult is our best. Did I spell Dream Cult wrong? I feel bad. Let's redo that. Bit of a typo. Sorry, Dream Cult. I skipped somebody. You. Guns. I could do some growing now that I think about it. That would help with the food situation, but I think we have pretty good organics. We're probably not going to have to worry about it too much. Getting the weapon skill up, I think, is probably a little bit more important. You are actually supposed to be on shields. So I'm going to continue to buff that. That might be the wrong call based off of other crew we've gotten. And then you don't have an assignment. But I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be weapons as well. I really need to save the manual level ups. Save the combat thing. I haven't really had a chance to do that. Let's go ahead and load back in our non-combat. Okay, continue to give you warp skill. Okay, and then finally, you're already maxed out in security, so I guess you're going to get a skill in putting out fires. All right. So this thing's going to come get us no matter what we do. All right. Fluid metal is approaching. Records of these anomalous phenomena exist in our... It wasn't really coming to get me, so I wasn't sure. Exist in our database. The giant thin sheets of liquid metal flow through space with majestic slowness and are now moving towards us. It is rumored they are powerful but primitive forms of life that live in another time and superscale, and that they happen to consume metal. I'm tempted to do this, but I'm afraid it's going to have bad consequences. We'll do it. We witness the fluid metals breathing the metal block in as if it were gas. I have confirmed that they consume metal. The group vanishes from our sensors soon after we leave. Okay, well, we got a fate point. I guess that helps. Let's go see about this. Low value spider sighting. Usually they are going to be in there, so... from what I've seen of the Spidera, we're definitely going to have a combat. Now, again, we had balances, like an update that happened earlier today. I honestly don't know if it's going to apply to a game already in progress or not, but it's potential that the Spidera have been buffed a couple times now since last time we played, so they may be a lot more difficult than we're used to. A black arachnid ship is approaching us. It does not respond to our comm request. Finally, almost before it gets to tactical range... Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't put us up to combat. I should have done that before. Hi, Meter. Hunger must be fed. We knew the combat was going to happen, and I just didn't think about it. Well, let's try and very quickly get our systems in place. We need power. I really don't remember what was here. Let's load our combat settings. You probably don't have an assignment, so you'll sit in there until I tell you to get out. I'm also going to just defrost them, just to get them the hell out. I honestly don't know if I have a gun that's open. And because I don't know, I think I'd rather just put you on point defense somewhere. Except I can't assign you to that here with this interface. Or can I? No, I can't. Select crew. Guy that is here, I'm guessing. Yes. I don't know. Go on to weapons. I'll figure it out. We also need the 1-point defense gun here. What else have I not put installed? I need... So the power needs to be installed. I can't really wait for the power. So we're going to install it there. And then once that's installed, we'll think about putting the shield battery in place. So yeah, this is one of those things. It just takes us a while to get set up here. You do not have point defense? No, you do. Okay. Well, I don't want to get hit by what you're going to send my way. So I'm going to put one nuke. One nuke here. We're going to put another nuke here. Well, let's just start firing our weapons. You there, there, there. Okay. Get out of the frickin' thing. Thank you. Okay, cargo. How much power do we have to play with? How much power does this take? None. So we need 9 and we only have 6. Well, it's gonna have to be this one then. That's what we have power to use. Yeah, so that got shot out of this, but that landed, which is exactly what we needed. This is gonna hurt when it lands, so our point defense needs to knock it out. Okay, we got a little bit of fire, but we should have plenty of fire putty outy guys. Okay, it wasn't really fire. Okay. And seemingly that didn't really do any damage. Crew that does not have assignments. You, because we know those missiles are going to be a real problem for us, get set to that. And as a matter of fact, I need to make sure that you for sure come assign yourself to that. Is there a weapon that is not manned? Looks like all the weapons are manned. Alright, once we're done with this, I'll make sure to save our settings. Okay, most of their weapon systems are knocked out at this point. So it's just a matter of just finishing them off, really. Take that. Alright, good. We took no damage out of that. Let's keep on trying to contact them. Ancient insectoid texts explain that there is one thing the spider holds sacred, and that is patience. Okay, we got an unknown biotech engine. Let's go ahead and very quickly compare the two. This should be pretty damn good. So it's less power, which is good. That's what we want. More evasion. It's more fuel efficient. Doesn't give us as many hit points, but it's better in every other way. So this is just going to be a matter of scrapping our old engine and installing the new one. Be quiet. All right. So we've got excess of everything, but that's okay because we're going to rebuild nukes. Fuel pack nuke. Fuel pack nuke. All right, we still have excesses, so this is all going to get converted into fuel. All right, perfect. So we have a lot more excess power now, so this could be swapped in for those better ones. I just had to make a judgment call real quick. All right. So I feel like some of our crew members are not where they're supposed to be, so I really have to look over the crew now. Several of them are marked for growing, but they're not actually there for whatever reason. At least I don't think so. Oh, it's quite possible that... Hold on. Load. Now, some of them are not going to maybe be set anywhere. Okay, so you need to be set to shields, not repairs. All right, that should be good. So we have everything set up. Now let's save it. Something we've been long overdue for. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put everything back where it used to go. Science goes there. All right, is there something I'm forgetting? Not that I see. Okay, let's go ahead and then load in peacetime settings. Excellent. Let's make sure. All right, looks good. So we need to move on. This is either really zoomed in or something. It looks like a little different. How far away is this next sector? Okay. It shouldn't... Yeah, it shouldn't be less to just jump there. Yeah, 43 fuel, and it was costing me like 50 to drive there. Okay, so let's think about this. We got Spideira sighting, Spideira sighting, Spideira sighting. Spideira sighting. So we hit this one, then we come down here and hit these other two. Or maybe we go this one, like this to here, then to there, and that would be our last one. All right, I guess that's the thought. Oh, we have to unpause. Okay, nothing here, so no reason to really stick around. We're gonna jump up here. All right, let's go ahead and hit this guy. Detecting the atmosphere. General atmospheric conditions are extremely unstable. However, fuel from harvesting fuel from here will be risky. We cannot really get repairs here, so there's no reason to take hull damage unnecessarily. We'll drive over here, see if this is a little bit better. Fuel elements detected in the outer atmosphere. Atmospheric risk within acceptable range. All right, we will harvest. Operation completed without incident. All right, we get a little bit of fuel out, so that always helps. All right, now this time we're going to be a little bit smarter about this. Let's go ahead, open up the ship, open up the cargo. So we want shield there, power there. That's right, we got to empty that out. You have assigned warp skill to cat pet, so why not set it to warp engine on both war and peace settings? As it gets higher skilled, it tends to stay where it is put. Ah, I didn't know that. I thought it was always fickle. Okay. I'll take a look at that. You go there. And then we want this guy here. Oh, we got an achievement for that, apparently. I'm guessing for having good shields. 73. And our point defense. Yeah, that takes care of all that. Go ahead and load that, and then we'll get our cat over to the warp engine because it does make sense. Which one is better at it? You. Okay. Now let's save it. All right. The cat is assigned to that. All right. Let's go ahead and grab the star map. All right. Everybody should be in place. Okay, investigate the area. Two Spideira ships are approaching us. They do not respond to our comm requests. Alright, so one has shields, one does not. You have 1 point defense. Yeah, just 1 point defense. Triple ray gun, relic ray gun, shield disruptor. Okay, so that's all energy weapons. Shield disruptor, effector. So they have a lot of ways to knock down our shields. As a matter of fact, this ship has that more than the other one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with a fuel nuke. I'd like to hit the weapon systems. As a matter of fact, let's aim down this way. The point defense is less likely to stop it, I think. Okay. We could fire a nuke over here too, but I think we just go after it. Where are their power systems? It's like predominantly in the rear of the ship. So we'll kind of aim that way with most of our things. Okay. This will aim for the weapons though, because I want to knock those out. Let's aim for weapons here too. Just because that will pierce the shields. Okay. Alright, cool. They don't have really strong shields, so I'm hoping... I want to watch the nuke come in here. Hopefully it lands. It looks like it's a little off base, yeah. Oh well, we gave it a try. Is that close enough to hit one of the... Yeah, we took out one of their weapons already. And now they have no power. So, because they're not really a threat anymore, we need to redirect. I'm going to keep having the big ray fire over here. But we are going to switch targets now. Most everything else. While the other ship is kind of in a bad place. So they did really massively hurt my shields there. Yeah, there goes our shields down. So we will take... Oh, we already knocked them out. Okay, so this ship now down here is the threat. Because they're able to get their power back online. We'll just go back and forth until we take them out. A lot of guys moving over to the other ship. They're probably trying to repair the power systems. We are taking a little bit of damage here and there. We did lose some of our power. We should have... What do we have on repairs? Just the one dude? Our shields are down anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and have this guy come over and help. Where's our one bot that's on security that is actually like a construction bot? Put you on repairs. Right now, we don't need you to secure the ship. We need you to repair. This ship is now dangerous again. We almost have this ship knocked out. We just aren't hitting the power systems again. All right. That is a lot of damage we just took. You're still alive. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back down. Oh no. There we go. That was a lot more damage than I would have liked to have taken. I am going to turn repairs on. Because there are not going to be no repair stations. We took like half our hull damage already. Yeah, the weapons they had are really good at slicing through our shields. But I think this is going to be over now. Alright, well that hurt. Alright, let's keep trying. Okay. So this is more than likely going to be better than the point defense we have here. So 0.8 seconds versus 1 second. Larger radius. Okay. Let's scrap this one. And then we'll install that one. So our frontal coverage of point defense is really good, which is what we want. Spidera ECM, we kind of run that. The triple ray gun has a lot of power, but it's probably really good. Yeah, it does 9 damage. We really just don't have the power for it. A lot of it comes down to, can we get rid of one of our... I mean, we could get rid of this. I feel like maybe this usefulness has kind of worn itself out. Because really, it doesn't do that much damage. And I think that's one of the problems we're starting to face with this gun. As much as it may seem really awesome, yes, it can blow up a lot of weapon systems if it hits. It was only able to take out one of the enemy's weapon systems, whereas this will do a hell of a lot more damage. It's slower firing, but this doesn't really get any benefit from the crew from a time reduction, whereas this will. So it actually probably will fire faster. And it's also 3 beams versus 1, which has its benefits as well. I think I'm going to have to make a judgment call here. This just consumes so much power. It really does limit us in a lot of ways. I think that's the right call. I'm going to go ahead and scrap this sucker. I mean, it's going to give us a lot of resources too, which is going to be helpful. So, as much as I hate doing this, I think it's the right call. Alrighty. Let's get our nuke back online. All right. Let's turn that off until we want it again. Okay, this is getting scrapped for sure. Because I really just don't have the room for it. Now the Spider ECM, that is actually tempting. Do we have a place to put it though? Somewhere where we could like remove a system. I don't think that there is a place where we could remove something. We need all the power generation we've got. I mean, it's 9 evasion, which is pretty damn good, but that's the one point of our ship that is actually one of our weak points, so I don't know. I think we're going to have to scrap it because I cannot install this thing. We could scrap something else and store it. But I kind of want to have the backup weapon systems in case something goes wrong. If we lose power somewhere, I guess we could put that... I guess we don't need as much power as we have now. But then the question is, what do we scrap instead? I guess we could just take the fuel. Yeah, okay. We'll store that. And then I'm thinking this goes here during combat. Or here. You know, either one. Oh, it needs a hybrid slot. We might not have enough resources to get that. Oh well, it's a plan for the future. If we get enough resources to put it in, we'll get enough resources to put it in. If not, not. Alright, let's go ahead and put our peacetime settings back on. That should be everything. Load our peacetime. Alright, looking good. So we did everything here. Go to the next sector, which is going to be here. Okay. Next sector. Alright. Gas giant first. Okay, this gas giant does not contain any fuel elements, but the asteroid belt around it seemed to have good mineral profile. Mining from the asteroid belt is somewhat risky because we could get hit with a fast moving... Well, we will do it nonetheless, but we do need metals. No incidents. This rare gas giant does not contain suitable fuel elements. However, considerable traces of exotic matter have been detected in the atmosphere. I don't think it's worth it. All right, let's get over here, get close, and then we'll switch back over to our combat settings. All right. You guys come on out. Installed. Get installed. Installed. And you get installed. All right, so that should be everything. Go ahead and load combat settings. All right, we should be good. Let's go ahead and go back to the star map and do our investigation. Space Eagles have reported. Yep, let's investigate. 2 spot airships are approaching us. We're eaters, you are food. Okay, so we got these little guys who look like ticks to me. Or fleas or something. Alright, what do we got? Missile and shield disruptor. Missile and shield disruptor. This is a definite nuke. Oh, there's 3 of them. This is a definite nuke time. We're gonna get hit a lot unless we nuke these guys down. So we're gonna put a nuke right in there. Put a nuke right in there. And just to be sure, I'm gonna fire off another nuke. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna fire every nuke we got. This one's gonna go right there. I'm gonna try my best to get these nukes to land. I'm not gonna fire this one just yet. This one I'll keep. Let's aim for the center ship, because that's the one we're gonna nuke the least. We need to get the rocket done with, though. Kind of aim for that. We'll aim for the other weapon system with that. The whole ship with that. Ship with that. Alright, here's hoping their point defense doesn't shoot anything down. I'm gonna try and keep an eye on all of this. Okay, 1 landed. Okay, what did we get? Okay, so we fired a lot of nukes, only a couple of them landed. Their missiles are incoming. We're probably gonna eat some of this. Owie. If you're not already on repair duties, you should be. Let me take a real quick look here at what we got. We got 2 bots on combat settings, and they need to be set on fire suppression because I believe we have a fire. Okay. So this ship is in a lot of trouble. That nuke apparently did good damage. This nuke might get put out. So I'm actually tempted to switch targets here. So that we can get this missile system taken out. But I don't know. I don't know what the right call is here. I guess we could do a little bit of split firing. Like, you guys come on down this way. You come on down this way. We try and take that out, and we keep the rest of the firing over here. Okay, we did manage to cripple this guy a little bit for a second, perhaps. They're sending a bunch of guys over here, so that has now made this the priority. Because they're trying to repair this ship. We need to not allow them to do so. So the faster we can kill this guy, the sooner we can move on to killing other dudes. Okay, so they were not able to repair that ship. This ship looks like it's back online, so let's retarget it. Let's go after the power systems, because that seems to be the real weakness of this ship. Where applicable, of course. I think everything has been picked to fire. This ship's going to be online soon, too. Alright. We're able to knock out the weapon that makes more difference to me. So I'm actually going to retarget over here. What I really don't want to get hit by is I don't want to get hit by that missile system. You're about to fire, so I'll just let that happen. Okay, now you can switch back over here. So just having one missile come in, that's doable, especially as we have a lot of point defense over there. Okay. I think this weapon system is online. Actually, no, you can tell because it'd be a timer, so there's no timer. So they're gonna get another salvo off here. Okay. Taking them out. We're just gonna keep shooting until they're dead. Actually, that might have been a bad call because this guy, well, it is what it is. Go ahead and get everything firing over here. Probably should be targeting their power system, but I'm kind of panicking in that regard. This might get through because we don't have as much point defense over here. Granted, it did aim in a way that maybe we'll get it. Okay, I think we got it before it landed. Okay, good. Oh, they get another shot off? Really? That sucks. Alright, we'll keep trying. 4 modules. Okay, this is getting scrapped. This is getting scrapped. That I might keep, depending on what it's good for. The Spidera small energy reactor is for sure getting used. We're going to take a look at that here in a second. So these two I have to decide on. So this holds just about everything. Organics, metals, explosives, exotics. This does exotics and organics, but the fuel. This does metals, synthetics, and ammunition. We are max capacity and synthetics. I don't know if we can use this thing. It's pretty good, it looks like. But I mean, synthetics, losing synthetics, is that really that big of a deal? Ah, this would be the good one to replace. Well, no, again, we'd lose fuel. Yeah, I don't know if there's an easy solution to this one. We don't really need the explosives or the exotics. We don't really need, like, we don't need these two things. We don't need that. So really it's just the metals. I think we scrap it. Alright. Convert to fuel. We're going to probably have more fuel than we can hold. Not a probably, for sure. That may have been a mistake to do that as soon as I did, but we do need to get a bunch of new, which is where a lot of our fuel is going to go. There we go. Now you. Let's take a look at our cargo hold. What would we want to get rid of? It's probably to the point where I have too many weapon systems, and I'm going to have to think about getting rid of one. Or I get rid of the warp drive, because having a backup one probably not going to matter this late in the game. You're going to go here. Have even more power. Alright, cool. Let's get ourselves back into proper setup. So you go there, 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 you go there. All right. Load on combat. I should try and see about repairs. We have no metals. I can't really afford it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to move on. All right. So we're gonna go here next, and then we'll do this one last. So that's going to be where the Spidera are. Let's hit the other things first. This gas giant has copious amounts of fuel elements and the thick combustible atmosphere. General atmospheric conditions are extremely violent. Yeah, again, I don't want to risk the ship because we cannot really do that many repairs. This gas giant does not contain fuel elements, but the asteroid belt around it seems to have a good mineral profile. We'll mine the minerals. Coincidence. All right, good. We needed the metal. Damn it. A little bit of fire, but we've got plenty of guys on fire put out, DD. Okay. Must have accidentally clicked on the black hole. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, the mothership AI keeps a small praying mantis as a pet. That's interesting. All right. Everybody get out of here. All right, let's do what we can do here. So first, you're gonna go there. You are gonna go here. I want to see how much power we have. So let's go ahead and load combat settings. No, not quite yet. I want to see how much power we have, and then the last module I'll assign will be based off of that. It could be the shield battery if it looks like we have enough power for it. Yeah, it looks like that's the better call rather than install these reactors. Again, I'd like to install this, but look at them shields. All right, looking good. All right, let's go ahead and do this fight. Okay. A large Spidera ship is approaching us. Something is happening to our warp drive. It is overheating. It seems Spidera have somehow hacked our warp drive despite being turned off by our warp space and overheated it, leading to an explosion within its core and destroying it completely. Escape won't be an option anymore. Ah, I forgot about that one. You carry talking spider food. Give one to talk or die. Our ship AI informs us the Spidera to believe their food must be alive and conscious right until the meal is over. No, we're not going to do that. You blew up my warp drive. I need your warp drive. Oh, it said one large one, but it's actually multiple ships here. That's gonna suck. Okay. You have a lot of point defense, so firing a bunch of nukes at you might not really be a good idea. So it seemed like the secret to hitting these guys with nukes was fire 2 at them. Yeah, extra 7% innovation is a lot. I just can't install it right now because I don't have another hybrid slot. So we will do that eventually. Once we get enough resources to get another hybrid slot. There. I feel like there's a lot of nukes being fired, but I think it's kind of important to get these nukes off so we can try and disable the weapon systems. All right, what do you have? Okay. I think we fire at this guy. Looks like their power systems are entirely in the rear section. We're going to aim at that. Try and take out as much of their power as we can. It's kind of my standard procedure, and it's been working so far, so I see no reason why not to continue with it. They do have a nuke, I've just noticed. I'd kind of prefer them not to fire that at me, but we do have pretty good point defense, and maybe we'd shoot it down if they just have the one, although this is Spidera nukes we're talking about, so I would assume this is pretty good. I'm tempted to hit this guy with even more nukes, like, or maybe this guy. Just like hit him with even more nukes, just blanket him with fire. They can only shoot down so many, right? And maybe just to kill this guy faster, we hit him with this. I'm going all out on the nukes here. They can only shoot so many down. Okay. Looks like we were much more effective with the nukes on this ship than the other. Hopefully that fire consumes these guys, but they have a lot of crew members, so I don't know. It's hard to say. I'll do my best to try and take this ship out as fast as I can, and then we'll get on to the small ships. Yeah, they're already, owie. I may not have enough metals to repair this. I need 300. Yeah, I don't have enough metals to repair this. So it will burn on me. All right. So this ship has been pretty much repaired. There's a little bit of fire left, so those nukes didn't do as much as I would have liked. This fire is still going, though. We're unfortunately not hitting their power systems as much as I'd like. Okay. We started to lose power systems, and our shields are down. So I'm actually going to get that online. Or, wait, no. That was a mistake. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're not going to get those shields recharged anyway, so... We are taking a hell of a lot of damage here, but we're about to knock out the bigger ship. Okay, now we can reorient. You have less hit points, so I'm tempted to just take you out. They only have one power system still online, I think. So we might be able to just prevent them from firing. And we might switch targets after that. Or we just blow them up. Okay, they're dead. Move on. And that sure hurt, but we made it through. That's the important part. I think this is the last combat as well. I could be mistaken on that, but usually the last one you encounter is, you know, it's not really a combat. So that's why I dumped a lot of my nukes into this one. Because I figured this is where we had to go for broke. I mean, look how much damage we're taking. We'll be able to repair some of it. Well, clearly we need a warp drive. We salvaged a warp drive from the wreckage. It was deep within the vessel, protected within a thick organic coating. Let's make one more attempt at contacting the Spidera, and if this fails, return to Earth. Okay. So first things first, whoever is on repairs, you need to repair this, like, now. Okay. Warp drive install. This we already talked about. This is getting scrapped. Okay. We got a lot of good things here. This is +6 versus +9, so I say the 6 goes away. We don't need another engine. Did we lose any ship systems? I'm gonna say no. Got more point defense, which is excellent. How good is this? 0.9? Alright. We'll do some swapping around here. You are gonna be moved here. Where are you going? Back over here. You're gonna get scrapped. Told you. Back over here. Okay. We're gonna scrap the engine. We don't need that. The last thing we have is a shield disruptor. This is probably pretty good, and I would imagine better than what we have here. Let's just compare the two. So damage to the hull is the same. Accuracy is better. Damage to shields is much higher. Yeah, so, and that's what we use this for. I mean, this is a shield disruptor. That's what it's there for, and this is just better. So, it's slower firing, but it's all right. We can get around that. So, I'm gonna scrap, I guess, this one. We'll then replace this one. And it's also more energy efficient, I believe. No, it's not, but we have plenty of power. All right. Do I repair the hull? We don't have a lot. I mean, we're more or less done here, right? So I might get the repairs I need in a future sector, but then again, this is like banking a lot on this stuff. All right, well, let's get our nukes, at least some of them, back up. I obviously don't want to run out of fuel, so I have to be somewhat careful with here. Okay, we don't have enough metals. Convert to fuel, convert to fuel, convert to fuel. Alrighty. Let's get our non-combat settings back up. If we have to fight again, we're in trouble. But I'm pretty sure that's not what's going to happen here. Okay, that should be everything we need for our non-combat setup. Our next priority is get another hybrid slot. Somewhere. I guess we could put it back here. Which is, I think, was what Powder Keg was trying to tell me. At first, I didn't understand what you were saying with the rear slots are not used in frontal combat. But now I understand what you're trying to say. So that does make perfect sense. So if we do get frontal combat, definitely put that ECM there. If we have the power to run it, which we should. All right, let's go ahead and load our non-combat. Okay, we're more or less ready to go. So let's jump to the next sector. Oh, I'm sorry. Warp here first. Then warp here. All right. Let's go here first. Something on this planet, possibly precursor technology or warp animals, are emitting very strong warp waves. Should we investigate? Sure. Soon after we enter the atmosphere, a large swarm of warp animals confronted us. I blink later, they attacked, zapping our ship with warp rays. We turned around and retreated, but the animals are following us. Warp animals show no signs of stopping the chase and have congregated into a hunting formation. We must make a decision quickly, while we still have the chance. I'm alright with explosives use here. Mine are a trail with explosives. While escaping at full speed and dodging warp animal attacks, we hastily print mine casings for our explosives and release them behind us. We detonate the mines while the storm is passing through, killing many. Surviving creatures let out painful telepathic shrieks and shoot a few rays at us, but the chase is over. Creatures head back to their planet. So we lost a lot of resources there. But we gained some as well. That kind of hurt. Before I dump any excess, we're going to go ahead and get that one person healed. Actually, a couple people need heals. Well, a drone needs repaired. Let's put it that way. Oh no, I took a ray to the face. Oh, we are getting to that point where I need to wrap up too. We're a little over. We need to repair this hole, but I don't have the metals to do so. That sucks. Okay. Go ahead and put that back. Load non-combat settings. Make sure everybody's in place, and then I think we're going to probably wrap up here. We really only have the one Spidera encounter still, but yeah, we're over time, so we'll do that in the next one. Well, that event kind of hurt quite a bit, and we took a lot of hull damage, something we really couldn't afford to do. Guess I might as well just convert that to fuel while we're here. But yeah, we're going to wrap up here. So hope you guys have enjoyed. We're going to be moving over to Deus Ex now. So I'll get ourselves, I'm going to give myself a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back. So